What up, YouTubers? It's us, the Frontier Friends again. I'm Artie, this is James. So we are here back again after a while. It's been a while, but it's nice out here. Nice summer. That snow's melting on the mountain back there. Anyways, we are here to do a tribute to one of the greatest manga creators of all time, Kentaro Miura, creator of probably, in my personal opinion, best manga. I would say, you know what, anime. We'll say anime in terms of the animated series from the 90s, which is Berserk.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most badass things I've ever read in my life, I swear. For any of you guys who don't know Berserk is about the story of Guts, a orphaned mercenary who joins the band of the Hawk and finds glory and great fortune in his life, and probably in the story of it finds probably the greatest transition from glorified happiness, golden age, to dark fantasy. Probably one of the best transitions I've ever seen in an anime.
I mean, I think it's one of the greatest stories ever told. Like, just you have this character arc that's just incredible, and you know, it deals with some really heavy themes that I think people can relate to. And I don't know, it started in 1989. So it's been going on over 30 years.
Golly.
And
you know, even before getting into that, you know, let's just pay our tribute to this guy. You know, I mean, from what we know, I mean, I guess the guy had passed away early May, but now they're just now confirming it, or they're just now bringing it out, and everybody's doing something about it. So I'm just paying my respects, man, because like this is probably one of our best discoveries as far as like animes and so on and so forth. What summer was it? It was the summer of like 2011, 2012.
Something like that.
Yeah, remember we spent the whole summer just like, we watched. I remember you watched it, and then I started watching it, and then you finished it. You started reading the manga. I finished it. We started reading the manga, and we didn't stop. I remember I read it like twice in one summer. I was just like, this is good. This is good stuff, you know.
It was definitely one of those, like, I know I was dealing with some stuff that summer, and it was helpful because it was, I don't know, it gives you like kind of that strength, and Guts being just like a character that's so stoic and just like a silent toughness and like healthy masculinity on like dealing with like problems that gives you like motivation to handle your own problems. So it really helped me out. So
well, I mean, you know, one of his aliases is the Struggler. You know, he's known as a struggler. You know, I mean, for any of you guys, you know, if you can go read it, you know, I mean, in a way, he's sanctioned by God. You know, in a very interesting way. You know, he's always meant to come up short, but at the same time, he's protected while coming up short. You know, it's almost like in real life. You know, if you're late on bills, you know, you're low on gas, you got no money, but somehow you find a way to make it. All the way till you get another paycheck, and you catch back up, and you have some money left over. And you keep doing that, you know. But then you get hit by some, you know. It's in a sense, you know, Guts is like the personification of not giving up, not losing the will to fight. You know, things are down. When you're down and stuff is tough, you know, you get back up, and you get right back in it. You know, and I don't think there's a protagonist out there who exists. I mean, maybe Batman. Maybe actually, yeah, maybe Batman. Maybe he's up there, but you know, I don't put him on the scale as Guts, because you know, you got a multimillionaire playboy, and you got a guy who essentially should have died so many times.
Just the amount of stuff that Guts has to deal with, and I think that's kind of like where we like people can relate, is just kind of like, you know, the pressures of life and dealing with that, and seeing Guts and what he has to go through. You know, you don't feel like when you're feeling overwhelmed with the pressures of like bills and pressures of relationships and everything, you know, Guts is going through that and more. And so he's just trying to fight for his own existence, and so that, I think, can be comforting.
While going towards the threat. You know, that's not the thing. He's not like he's jumping around trying to survive. He's going at what he needs to get to.
Yeah.
You know, I think Death Battle, Wiz and Boomstick, you know, Death Battle, great series. They did a death battle on Guts versus another character, and I think they put it in a perspective that was perfect. You know, while most people would scream and panic and run and jump from these type of elements, this is something that Guts deals with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You're dealing with a guy who's dealing with. You got a guy here. Excuse me. You got a guy who's dealing with demons and spirits that are trying to eat and rape and rip you apart. And while everybody's dying and having anything go wrong, Guts is the one that's still up there fighting, you know, regardless. Like I said, if you guys are in the mangas or you like anime, take the time to read this, because not only is it just good, it fills you with the energy. It's very inspiring. So.
And the story, even if you're not like a fan of mangas or animes,
True.
if you like, because you feel like maybe there's too much fan service, Guts is more of a serious, or Berserk, I'm sorry, is like much more of a serious
Man, there's some stuff
manga that it's not filled with a lot of fluff. It's pretty.
Yeah, there's no fan service and no plot armor.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plot armor there, but it goes with the
Yeah.
It's like I said, we don't want to ruin it for you and give you parts and be like, oh, well, you said that. No, just go read it. Even if you like James said, even if you're not involved in the manga scene or anime scene, you want to get a good read in for a good read, or just it's good. Like I said, there's guys we know who aren't even into that, and they were like, that was pretty good, man. I was like, it's nuts. And we told them, like, the manga is where it keeps going. And then that's when they got into manga, like, oh man, that's crazy. And even till this day, like, there's still not a manga that can replace Berserk. We've been watching it forever. We've been reading it forever. It's just, I mean, now that we found that it's confirmed that he's passed away, people are like, well, it's never going to get finished. I beg to differ. I think maybe they'll find a way to conclude this and shut it down, or they won't. I mean, it's almost like the beautiful tragedy. It really is. It's like, it's glorified in its own way, I mean, like, one of the most recent images is the secondary protagonist, Casca, walking towards Guts. I mean, like I said, didn't want to spoil nothing for you guys, but I think when you go through it, if you choose to, I wouldn't have a problem with the ending like that. It would be respectful, but it would be sad.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they do end it now, or if they do keep going,
finish it.
That'd be awesome. I mean, I was thinking about the other day, like, what if you spent 30 years of your life like to something like this, but then to not be able to finish it would be pretty. I'd feel pretty bad about that.
I'd feel bad, but at the same time, I'd be scared if someone butchered it, because the lore behind what's going on in it right now is so strong.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, I don't know, man. I'd be scared to death. I'd be like, man. I mean, I know I'd be passed away, but I'd be like, golly, I hope they do it right. If they're gonna continue this, I hope they do it right.
Yeah.
For all you guys out there that are reading the manga, you know what's going on. Why don't you guys hit our comment section up? Let us know what's going to happen with what's going on right now. Tell us how you feel you'd want it to happen, James, you got anything to add, man? I mean, it's just it's a tough time, man. I was hoping 2021 would be a redemption year, but this is not the way I wanted to start it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, that's just us coming back to YouTube land and letting you guys know what's going on in our neck of the woods. Please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it.